Picture this, you match with someone online. She's beautiful, her smile feels like sunlight. The conversation flows, the chemistry feels real, almost too real. You think, maybe this one's different. But within a week, she's gone. No explanation, no closure, just silence. And that's silence. That's what modern dating feels like. A battlefield where attention is the new currency, and men are slowly bleeding their self-worth trying to earn it. You've been told this is freedom, you've been told this is connection, but in truth, modern dating is not connecting you. It's conditioning you, it's training your mind to chase validation instead of value, to compete for attention instead of peace, and to confuse desire with self-worth. Because the system isn't built for love anymore, it's built for engagement. Every swipe, every like, every unread message feeds the machine. And the longer you stay chasing ghosts, the more power you lose over your own mind. Here's the untold truth. Modern dating is psychologically destroying men. Not because women are evil, not because men are weak, but because the rules have changed. And you were never told. The dating market today isn't about romance, it's about attention economics. Men are taught to chase, to impress, to prove their worth, while women are taught to filter, to test, to choose from endless options. That imbalance doesn't just create rejection, it creates mental dissonance. You start believing you're not enough, that something's wrong with you, that you need to become more to be chosen. But the truth? You're not broken. You're just being psychologically manipulated by systems designed to keep you seeking external validation. Let's break this down. 1. The illusion of infinite choice. You've heard it before, there are plenty of fish in the sea. But no one told you the ocean is polluted. Modern dating apps trick your brain into believing there's always someone better. The dopamine rush of a match activates the same reward circuits as gambling. You become addicted to possibility, not people. Every swipe is a small hit of what if. What if the next one is the one, and that endless chase leaves you emotionally fragmented? You start seeing people as profiles, not souls. And worse, you start seeing yourself as a brand, not a man. You curate your photos, your words, your emotions. You hide the parts of you that are human because you've learned that vulnerability doesn't sell. You become an actor in your own love life, performing confidence, masking pain, pretending indifference, until one day you forget who you were before the act began. 2. The masculine energy drain. In traditional courtship, men pursued from a place of power, from choice, not desperation. Today, most men are operating from scarcity. You message 10 women, 2 respond, 1 ghost, and your mind registers that rejection as proof of inferiority. But here's what no one tells you. Rejection in modern dating isn't personal, it's algorithmic. The systems are designed to reward the top percentage of users, typically the most visually appealing or socially validated profiles. It's not about your worth, it's about data sorting. Yet your brain doesn't know that. Your subconscious still interprets digital rejection as social exclusion, one of the deepest emotional wounds a human can feel. Over time, this rewires your masculine psychology. You stop leading, you start waiting, you stop expressing, you start suppressing. And when masculine energy has no direction, it turns inward. It becomes anxiety, overthinking, self-criticism. You lose your edge. Your natural confidence, the kind that comes from mission, purpose, and peace, is replaced by a restless need for approval. 3. Emotional inflation. Here's the paradox: the more available people become, the less valuable connection feels. It's basic psychology. When something is abundant, the mind devalues it. When attention is cheap, intimacy becomes expensive. That's why vulnerability feels dangerous now. Because in a world of endless options, emotional exposure feels like weakness. You've seen it. People breadcrumbing, ghosting, love bombing. Tactics of control disguised as affection. Everyone's afraid to care first, because caring first means losing power. So we end up in this silent war of emotional withholding, where love becomes a performance of indifference. And men, especially, are trained to numb out their emotional needs, to not text back too fast, to play games, to act like they don't care. But this kills your authenticity, and authenticity is the foundation of masculine peace. The collapse of purpose. Men used to define themselves through mission, through building, creating, protecting. Now many define themselves through attention. Every notification, every heart icon becomes a substitute for meaning. But the more you chase digital validation, the more hollow you become. because attention without respect is poison, and connection without depth is emptiness disguised as excitement. You start losing focus, your goals fade, your discipline weakens, you start measuring your self-worth by how many people want you instead of how many people trust you. And that shift, that subtle psychological rewiring, is the true destruction of masculine identity in the modern era. 5. The path to reclaiming peace. So how do you fix this? How do you survive modern dating without losing your mind? You stop playing the game. You stop chasing attention and start building presence. You stop seeking validation and start mastering self-control. You start viewing dating as a reflection of your inner state, not your outer success. Because here's the real truth. When you're whole, you stop attracting chaos. When you're centered, you stop craving validation. When you're focused on your purpose, attraction becomes effortless. The modern world tells you to chase women, but the ancient truth is this. You attract from your energy, not your effort. The calmer you are, the more magnetic you become. The less you need, the more you draw in. That's the paradox of masculine power. And once you realize this, once you stop letting the noise of modern dating infiltrate your peace, something changes. You stop scrolling, you stop begging, you stop overanalyzing texts and wondering what you did wrong. Instead, you observe, you move with intention, you treat your time and attention as sacred currency. And that's when the right kind of connection finds you. Not the kind that drains you, the kind that matches your peace. Because real attraction doesn't come from being impressive, it comes from being aligned. So remember this, modern dating doesn't destroy men because of rejection. It destroys them because it teaches them to abandon themselves. But when you stop chasing what isn't real, when you return to your purpose, your discipline, your inner calm, you become untouchable. No algorithm can control that. No game can manipulate that. No woman can confuse that. You reclaim your peace, you reclaim your mind, and you finally remember who you were before the world taught you to forget. Because the greatest power a man can have in this world is peace that cannot be disturbed.